Imagine never feeling nervous during a client interview ever again. Today we are exploring OfferGoose.com, a tool that is designed to help you ace interviews and land your dream jobs. And with a little tinkering, we can make this tool a must-have in your virtual assistant client exploratory calls. But wait. What is an exploratory call? So we VAs, as business owners, don't quite get interviewed like a typical job. But clients still want to connect with you either on the phone or by video chat to discuss things like your services, your rates, how you run your business, and yes, to make sure you are a real and legitimate person. And if you've ever tried to sell your services to a client on the phone, you know how nerve-wracking this can be. That is especially true for new VAs who have never pitched a client before. And that is why, friends, we are exploring OfferGoose. And in this video, we are going to dive into the platform itself and learn about how to use it, how it works, what kind of feedback it gives you, and all that good stuff. The first thing I'll say about OfferGoose.com is it's not actually a platform. You have to install the program separately. And I do like this because it lives privately on your own computer. I can attest I have done this before. It's completely safe. First thing you'll notice is that you get 20 minutes free of a mock interview. Before I get into pricing, let's actually go through the platform and see how it works. And we'll actually try a mock interview ourselves. First, we're going to click New Job. What I love about OfferGoose is that it goes into so much detail. And I will say the more detail you can provide about your work, your ideal clients, the better your mock interview is going to be. Because this model is essentially trying to learn your business and glean what some typical questions are. If you really want to make this the most accurate that you possibly can, I highly suggest that you take a job description for a virtual assistant and paste it into this box. Let me show you how to do just that. First, let's hop over to LinkedIn and let's search for virtual assistant in jobs. Once I find a job listing that fits the bill, I'm going to highlight the entire description. I'm going to come back to my little goose and enter all the details here. Once I clean that up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and go to the next part. In the next section, OfferGoose will ask you for a resume. And I know a lot of virtual assistants don't tend to have resumes these days, but it might behoove you to make one just for this mock interview, because what it's going to do is it's going to pull your work experience from your resume and it's going to compare it to the job description that you've just inputted. All right, so we're ready to start our mock interview, which in and of itself feels very nerve-wracking because just like in a real interview, I have no idea what the client is going to ask me and I have no idea what this mock interview is going to ask me. So am I scared? Yes, I am.
Hello, Erin. I'm OfferGoose, and I'm thrilled to have you here today for the virtual assistant position at Peachtree. Thank you for taking the time to chat with me. To kick things off, could you share a bit about your experience as a virtual assistant coach? What motivated you to take on this role, and how do you think it has prepared you for the virtual assistant position we're discussing today?
Yeah, thanks so much. I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today. So as a virtual assistant coach, I've been doing this for over 12 years now, and my main focus so far has been on creating e-courses, YouTube content, ebooks, and my end goal is always to empower new virtual assistants and teach them really how to create and grow their own successful businesses.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Erin. It's clear that your passion for education and helping others truly shines through in your work as a coach.
All right, so we're going to end this. Look, it says I'd pass a real interview, guys. All right, so I still have free time, but I guess they're trying to upcharge now. So I wasn't going to talk about this yet, but after you get your 20 free minutes of a mock interview, you have the option to upgrade. So prices here range from $50 to $260, which seems high. But I do want to point out that if during this mock interview you find that this really helps you find your voice, get a feel for the interviews, if you are able to use this tool and it lands you a client at $1,000 a month, then it is absolutely worth the investment. Let's close out of that pricing window. So what I really like about this mock interview tool too is that it's giving me personalized verbiage that relates just to the virtual assistant industry. It's giving me specific questions that relate to me and everything I've inputted here. The other thing I like is you don't just need to do a mock interview. You can also look at this formal interview tab, and the thing it's going to do is it's going to generate questions for you. This model is saying that a typical question from a client might be, can you tell me about a time that you had to manage multiple tasks at once, and how did you prioritize them? I'm going to tell you right now that in my 12 years as working as a virtual assistant, this question does indeed come up. So these questions actually are real questions that clients are likely to ask. And I love that it also gives you the answers. So you can review potential answers. For example, this is saying, sure, there was a time I was on a major scheduling and the blah, blah, blah. If you don't think that this response relates to you or how you would genuinely tackle something, you could change it. So you could say, I tackled XYZ first because, and you can write it out. So think of this as like an in-the-moment thought brainstorm. So yeah, my thoughts on OfferGoose, unbelievable. This tool is so perfect for any VA in any niche. You could be niching in tech. You could be wanting to work with people in holistic health. You could be a general VA and help a variety of different people. Whatever you're inputting, it's going to give you specific questions that relate just to you, your niche, your industry, etc. And if there's one thing that you guys leave this video with, it is that this mock interview feels like a real interview because its little mock robot voice is actually talking to you. It is actually responding to you when you answer, and it says, thanks so much for that, Erin, and it feels real. So if you've never done an interview before, or you feel like you need to sharpen your interview skills a little bit and gain more confidence, this is the most perfect tool for you. So 10 out of 10, I recommend OfferGoose.com. If you've already used this tool or you found this tool to be helpful, let me know in the comments. I am always looking for new tools to share with you guys too. So yeah, let me know what you thought about it. Thank you so much for sticking with me this week, and I will catch you on next week's video.